Hello friends! Today I have been feeling lower energy, just wanting to snuggle up on the couch. It is windy outside, not feeling as motivated, but it's good on those days to build some character and push through and do the thing that you don't want to do. And today that is filming this video. We are doing an update for my son Trenner. Sounds like my daughter's waking up, so let's quickly get through this. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. Thank you so much for joining for another video. Today's update is for my son being 2 years and 5 months, so he is almost 2.5 years old. For new milestones, he has been climbing a lot better this month. Everything at the park that he used to not be able to reach, maybe he's gotten a little taller, I don't know, but he's been climbing on things that are new at the park and just enjoying climbing rocks more, and really anything he can climb now. Up on the countertops, he can stand on some type of stool. It doesn't, even if he doesn't have that much of a step, and then he steps on the top of the cupboard and can get in anything in the upper cupboards, which is a little scary. It's been so fun seeing more of his personality coming out this month. He is such a little tease, and so that is funny to watch. Something he's been getting a little better at is not sucking his little thumb. We have been working on him not doing it during the day. He got some fuzzy little, what is it, a little buffalo and chick for Easter, and so he, for whatever reason, whenever he has something fuzzy, it just tempts him more to want to tickle his nose with it and suck his thumb. So we've been working on not doing it during the day and just doing it for naps and nighttime, and he has been getting a lot better. For first this month, he went to his first birthday party, so that was fun to kind of see him quiet and just stand there and look around, observe all the other kids, and then within 10-20 minutes get comfortable and finally sit down in the chair with the coloring page and do the activities with the other kids. And he also went to Mexico for the first time. It was also the first plane ride that he can really remember. He did go on a plane around 9 months old, but again, he doesn't remember that, so it was so fun seeing his reaction. He actually really loved taking off in the airplane. As far as play, he's been loving just hiding behind something and then popping out and saying, "I see you!" and then just being outside as much as we can. We had 2 very nice days where it was sunny outside and finally hit like upper 50s and 60s, and it's been just like cold and kind of miserable all the other days, so we were outside for like 5 to 6 hours those days. He was just having so much fun with a shovel in the rocks and just collecting sticks and riding his bike and just hanging out with a friend at the park. And she had an electric motorcycle, and he was in heaven with that. He rode it for like an hour just on the sidewalk around the park. Trenner had so much fun in Mexico, going in the water and playing in the sand at the beach. It was funny though, he still just loved collecting sticks, even though there's so many pretty shells and all this stuff, and he just wanted to find the random little stick at the beach. What he likes and loves this month is riding his bike, especially just being independent with it. I'll go inside and grab something real quick, and he'll go to the front of the house and be like on the sidewalk going. I'm like, buddy, you can't just leave because we don't have a gate or anything. And he just, has that urge to just go, and he's like, bike, park. I'm like, bud, you can't go to the park by yourself, but it's not very far from our house, but he is just growing in independence and loving riding his bike. Speaking of a park, he loves being pushed on the swing. I'm convinced I could push him all day and he wouldn't get tired of it. He loves to fix things around the house. He has a little toolbox, and he'll just go around with his little screwdriver trying to use it on things around the house, and if I ever get an actual screwdriver out, he's like actually going around tightening up all the bolts around our house. He also really enjoys just putting things together, so he got this Lego little car from my mom, his Nana, and he was just in heaven for a week. He just held on to this little car. We of course have to keep the little parts away from the baby, so that can be tricky, but he really enjoys Legos. Something he doesn't like is stopping to use the bathroom during play. We have just been, usually I do this section further down, but for potty training, honestly, it's been more diapers this month, and just for number 2s using the bathroom. And as it gets sunnier, I think it'll be easier since boys can just go outside, and I plan on tackling it before he's 3 for sure. As far as socially, I was mentioning earlier that he's a tease, and he is such a tease with his friend. She was over playing. We have a little play set in the back, and she would want to go down the slide, and he would just sit on the bottom. And her personality, she's just like so sensitive and kind to everyone's emotions. So anyway, but she just like and just be so mad and just like pout and just like cross her arms and just like look down all frustrated. And I was like trying to point it out to Trenner, like, look at, she's frustrated with that, like, can you move off the slide? But whenever she would, we have 2 different play sets, so she would go on the other slide and he'd quickly run over and sit on it. And if he can get a reaction out of anyone, he will just keep teasing them. So that was actually pretty hilarious to watch. And Trenner also just had a blast with all of his uncles and aunts and cousins and grandma and grandpa in Mexico. He does just love being around people. I think it's hard coming back home to just, you know, me and his sister all day. He's been talking about his cousins and his Nana and Papa a lot more lately. As far as naps, he is still sleeping very good, but I will say last week he started waking up around 6 a.m., which has been a little harder. I've just not been wanting to wake up early in the morning because I wake up with my husband for his work at 4:45 a.m. and then I usually go back to sleep, and like around 7 is when my body will naturally then wake up. But yeah, he's just been waking me up every morning, so I'm gonna try and get the red and green toddler alarm clock, and let's hope that that works. As far as being a big brother, with being so active outside and seeing lots of different people, it has really made him so much easier with his sister. He's been so much more kind and helpful. He's randomly been going up and hugging her and kissing her and just wanting to pick her up, which when he does, like, it's kind of, you know, around her neck, so I kind of have to help him, and it's not Jordy Ray's favorite thing to be picked up, by Trenner at least. But yeah, Trenner's just been getting much better at sharing his toys with her, and instead of taking a toy out of her hands, you know, trading it with another toy, and just been more gentler with her this month, which has made it easier for me. Overall, this month has been pretty great. I read the book Child Whisperer, and it has honestly made a pretty big difference in my parenting with Trenner. Before, I would just get super frustrated and kind of just wonder, like, why does he do these certain things? And now, like, after reading that, it goes through 4 different types of children and just how their natures are and how you can better parent them and their nature instead of trying to like change who they are, trying to just work with what you have. So that's been really helpful. It helps me realize that he's just a happy-go-lucky, just wants to have fun in life. So as long as I'm helping facilitate a fun time each day, he's going to be a happier kid and more helpful around the house, and that has really rung true this month. So that has been awesome. Anyway, I highly recommend that book if you're having a hard time with your toddler. It just focuses on more what you can do before even disciplining, because likely you're going to have a happier kid and have to do less disciplining. So I like the approach of not going straight to how to discipline your kid, but just how to like work with your kid and make it so you might not have to discipline them very much at all. So that has been nice. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!